Well, hey guys, welcome back. Now in this video we're going to be taking a look at the TRAX Toolbox, all new from SwMotech. So if you're interested, then stay tuned. Catch you in a sec.
Boom, boom, there's a knock at the door, but don't freeze in your tracks.
So here she is. This is the toolbox itself. Comes in a brushed aluminium or a powder coated black to suit your personal preference and needs. Now bearing in mind this this Pro carrier or Pro side carrier isn't included in the box itself. It's just this toolbox here. So it's just basically a small toolbox that goes on the inside of your SwMotech Pro side carriers. Now there are various ways to mount it, which we'll go through in a second, but basically it's just an ingenious sort of design of how it's fitted, and bearing in mind it's fitted on the inside of your side carrier, so your pannier will sit on the outside, this sits on the inside, which we'll look into in a sec when we go over and put it on the bike. Now basically it's just a genius sort of toolbox that you can mount to the inside of your panniers, just so you can sort of pack anything you want in there, really, to be honest. Your first aid kit, some tools, all stuff that sort of always ends up banging around inside any sort of bags that you've got on your bike. You can now put this just have a sole toolbox on the inside of your side carrier. So all that sort of gubbins that basically you hardly ever need, or hopefully you hardly ever need, goes in this toolbox and you can forget about it and away you go. Oh, it's just a genius little sort of box or accessory that you can add to your side carrier for that purpose. So basically it's just got a door at the front there, twist and open, and you can take off this hatch. You've got a little rubber grommet here. Now you can purchase that on top. It's another accessory. You can get a lock and key, so you can lock it if you wish. I didn't feel the need to, so then it comes with a rubber grommet just to seal that hole in. So basically what's in the box is your set of instructions and all kinds of sort of bits and bobs, bolts and mounting brackets, etc, etc. Now there are many ways of mounting this. Now on these Pro side carrier you've got an abundance of holes and mounting positions, and it does come with does come with various ways of mounting it, or many options of mounting it. I think it's got 3 different ways. So when you read through the instructions, it's got a sort of a type A or B mounting options, but in my opinion, there's probably more options available because you've got an abundance of holes on these Pro side carriers, so you can mount it to your particular needs. So you basically just mount it using these 3 brackets, and you can slide it forward and back, you can tilt it, you can rotate it. So basically you get a nice fit to the back end of your bike. As I said, every bike arse end is different, so you'll have to check with your particular bike. But basically you just put all the mounting brackets on. I'd put them on loosely, get it over onto the bike, and then test and adjust the position. So we'll do that now. Now the beauty of these Pro side carrier racks is, what I love is that they're all quick release. So it's basically just a sort of snap on 4 bolts or 4 locating nuts, half a turn on each bolt. And bosh, she's on. So that's the sort of rack installed on the bike, and that is the toolbox fitted to the S1000XR for 2021. So that is it seated on the bike. So basically all you need to do is to access your toolbox is to push and turn on the back door, and that opens up like that. Oh shit. That was from a different weekend. So as seen, you can pretty much bung in anything that you want to into your toolbox. You don't have to use it just for tools, but just to sort of throw that on the floor, just to sort of give you an idea, I've got a ratchet and a 34mm socket there if I do need to adjust my chain for en route. First aid kit, if you wanted to, you can ram that in there. This is all stuff that just takes up room in your panniers or on any other luggage that you don't really ever need, and it just sort of gets in the way. A few bits and bobs there, some split pins, some electrical tape, electrical connections, fuses, some zip ties, whatever you want to bung in there. Obviously sky's the limit. Spare clutch cable, etc, etc, whatever you wanted to put in there. You could put in some spanners and some other bits and bobs, whatever you fancy, and you just close that up and forget about it. Okay, your door back on, half turn, locked and secure, forget about it. And just to give you an idea what it looks like with the panniers on, just put the panniers in position, and it is nicely tucked away behind the panniers, hardly even noticeable. And it's just, I think it's just a brilliant design. I think it's just a brilliant idea of just a small box, just to give you that luxury of packing some tools away, having to forget about it, and hopefully you'll never need them. But they are there if you do need them, or if you do have a bit of a whoopsie, or you need some tools. They're easily accessible, and you haven't got to dig through all your panniers or a top box or whatever to get to where you've buried them within your bag. So it's just a lovely little accessory to have, to give you that peace of mind that you can carry a few bits and bobs and some tools, and here you got them easily accessible on your bike. Well, that was just a quick look into the TRAX Toolbox from SwMotech. Now, as I said before, these toolbox are only compatible with their Pro side carrier racks for their pannier systems. They do all kinds of different pannier systems, but the rack is pretty much the same. Depends on a few different adapters for whatever pannier system you've got on your bike, but these toolboxes will fit on the Pro side carriers. As I said before, they come in two different colors, a brush metal and a powder coated black. The toolbox will cost you $140. In my opinion, a good investment. It's a great little accessory to have. You don't have to use it for tools. You could put a little stove in there. Sky's the limit. Whatever you wanted to use it for, it's there for the taking. If you don't use an SwMotech sort of Pro side carry system or pannier system, again, links to their websites will be in the description below. If you do want to check that out, there are combinations, all kinds of combinations of what you can mount on your bike. Their Pro side carrier will house an abundance of different panniers that they do provide. So if you are interested, then check out their website in the description below. So that is it for this week. Thank you for watching. I've been Sean. I shall see you out there in the next one. Take it easy.